Mm-hmm.
Down.
Down.
Good girl. Very nice.
Stand.
I'm not talking to you, dog. Take her to the table and let's have her stand. No. Off you go. Ahead.
So. Get on. Sit. Come on.
Nice stuff.
Down.
Good girl.
Stand. Good girl.
Draw your hand away from her. Away from her. Stand.
Stand.
There you
Good
go.
girl.
All right, I'm going to let her go on the sit. So at this point in time, so at this point in time, since she knows that basically when you move in certain ways, that she has to do these things, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to expect her to do the thing before the food becomes present, right? So we did a lot of luring with her early on and taught her that her hand motions mean these things are going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to start fading the use of food and only delivering after she's accomplished the exercise. Hey, sit. Thank you, good girl. Now I'm not going to reward that because I had to fight to get it, right? Upward leash pressure in order to make sit happen. And then I had to maintain leash pressure in order to keep her in a sit position. So I have the food on me. She's cognizant of the fact that I have the food on me. She's getting frustrated because she's like, what do you want me to do? Wait, and I'll tell you, right? So she's getting kind of frustrated. I'm going to hold the leash relatively closely, give the hand command, open palm down, down. She's going, there's no food, I don't have to, right? So I'm not going to beat her up so that she hits the ground. I'm simply going to resist her every time she tries to refuse. Good girl, very nice. Now again, I'm not going to reward that. Oh, I am kind of. I'm rewarding her while she's in the down, but I'm not using food. And the reason why is because I'm not going to reinforce the fight. If every time I say down and she resists me, and I give her a treat every time she lies down anyways, I'm teaching her fight first, get rewarded anyways. And that's not what we want, right? So we get a success. I'm going to take her off the table. Okay, lass, off we come. Good girl, right? She's super sniffy today. And then we're going to take her back and do the same thing. Kennel. Good. No. Here. Sit. Good. Shorter leash. Down. Now she's starting to resist. And I'm just going to prevent her from resisting. I'm not going to force her down. Good girl. Very good girl. But what I'm waiting to reward is a voluntary down. Okay. And the reason why is because at this age, with as much work as she's had, she knows what down means. She's basically saying, feed me first. Right? Count up, Les. Here. Sit. Good. Down. Good girl. Very nice. And because I didn't require pressure to get her down, she went down on her own, on command. My hand just followed her down. I reinforce that. Because that's what I want to see in the future. Right? We go to not necessarily a random schedule of reinforcement, but we're altering when that reinforcement occurs by simply belaying it slightly. Right? Down. Good. Very good. She hesitated. She didn't fight. But I'm still not going to pay that off because I want willingness. I don't want any resistance at all. Hey. Come on. Hurry. Good. Here. No, here. Good. Down. She got too close to the table, but I'll do it. Good girl. And again, I follow her down as opposed to make her down. Okay? Make sense?
Yep.
Give it a shot. You got cookies?
Yeah, I got it.
Get over there, Harris.
Okay. Down.
Good girl. Yeah, don't have the food in your hand,
Okay.
right? I want it off of you because she's just following the food now. I want her following the hand command now.
Let's go.
And just go. Don't wait for her.
Kennel. Down.
Good.
Good girl.
Now, Peg. Very good. Very good. Now, because she understands the concept, if I do this willingly, I get reinforced for it, right? We can move on to other things. Here, Lance. So the stand is the same. And again, everything that we've taught, everything that we've taught has had a hand command component with it. All right? So when we ask for the stand, hey, the food has always been in the hand. I'm going to draw her forward. Stand. Good girl. And again, because I had to make that happen, I'm not going to reward that. But notice I put my hand underneath her abdomen to keep her in the stand position. So I'm going to reinforce that by physical contact. Good girl. Before I release her. Okay. Yes. And again, what we're looking for is a voluntary response. Because she's had enough repetitions. Count. Good. Sit. Good. Good girl. Stand. Yes. Good girl. That's right. And again, all I'm waiting for is for her to not resist. When I say stand, you need to move into my hand.
Okay.
Okay, good girl. One more time, baby girl. Because I know that you're smart enough. I know that you are. Come on. And she's laying down, that's fine, I don't care. It's not contingent that she sit before she do anything else. It's not contingent that she lie down or stand. What's contingent is the fact that when I say do a thing, she does it, right? So hand pressure, stand. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Very nice. Yeah. And the reason that we use the stand command is just to ease you. Yeah. If I have my dog standing when I wipe it off from being outside in the rain or wipe its feet, I don't have to sit there and get on the ground and wrestle around with it, get even dirtier than I already am. Come on. Good. Very nice. Hey, I'm over here. No. Almost done. Stand. Stand. No. Stand. And what I'm trying to, good girl, very nice. And all I'm trying to do is to get her hind legs to back away from her front legs. Good girl. Because again, if she walks forward, she falls off the table. Right? If she backs her hind end away from the front end, she does what they call a kickback stand. Okay? Good doggy. One more time, sweetie. Hey. Come here, you. There you go. Good girl. No. You ready? No? Stand. Yes. Oh. Stand. Thank you. Good girl. And same thing. I'm not going to pay that. I'm not going to pay anything I receive resistance on. Good girl. I'm still going to reinforce it. Good girl. But I'm not going to have a big party. Good girl. Okay, Missy. Okay? One more, and we're letting Dad take over. Come on. Okay. Stand. Ooh, almost. Stand. Yes! Good girl! Oops. Now I am going to pay that because it was less force. Good pup. It was less force than prior. All I did was basically nudge the leash and she moved right into the stand. Okay, nice. There we go.